This year, I set the goal that I wanted to get in the best shape of my life. However, this isn't the first time I've set a goal like this.
So, my fitness goals for this year are to focus on general conditioning, how I look, a full body transformation in the gym.
Each year, I will start off strong, see some progress, only to fall off and revert back to old habits and leave me starting from scratch once again. So this year I decided to do something different, switching my focus from the typical 30 or 60 day goals that we usually make, and instead put my focus on building the habit of consistently training at the gym, with the long-term goal of building as much muscle as possible as someone who's a pretty skinny dude naturally.
And seeing as this is my first ever long-term bulking goal,
I definitely made my fair share of mistakes.
What are we looking at in terms of like what you think one can physically handle related to lifting time-wise, like, minutes per session and then like days per week that you can do?
I set up a call with my trainer Max to help me build a training plan. At this point, I wasn't eating healthy, I hadn't exercised in 2 months, so I was really looking for a program that I could stick with to see this goal through. Max lays out a 4-day-a-week workout plan that's focused around high volume with 2 upper body days and 2 lower body days each week. The workouts on average take roughly 45 minutes to complete, with a short warm-up and cool down included. So something that I can pretty easily fit into most mornings.
On the nutrition front, we're going to need to be pretty solid there for this to really be maximized. So you're going to freaking need to eat.
I've calculated my maintenance calories at 2,600, and to build size, I'm looking to aim for a 20% calorie surplus, which will put me at 3,100 calories a day. For protein, I need to hit 0.8 grams per pound of body weight, which puts me at a minimum of 120 grams of protein every day. While I'm consuming a lot more, I still need to select my food carefully, prioritizing high protein and low calorie dense foods. Because if I'm not paying close attention, I can easily consume well above my daily target.
for example, when I calculated my calories on this peanut butter and banana bagel, I realized it was coming in at over 500 calories and only 12 grams of protein. Not the best use of calories, no matter how delicious it tastes. While eating 3,100 calories isn't hard to do if you're eating high-fat or calorie-dense foods, eating 3,100 macro-friendly calories is a lot tougher.
One of the worst parts is just not having the appetite for the food you need to eat.
It's been like 45 minutes. I don't want this anymore, but I have to get the calories, so slowly but surely, man. Slowly but surely, I'm gonna finish this.
The reason I want to try a different approach with this goal is because in the past with these short-term body transformation goals, I found them to be effective with immediate motivation, sure, but then at the end of them, I would find myself comparing my progress to other people's, and more specifically comparing my progress to my brother Brendan's. And all of a sudden, the progress that I made that I should feel proud of didn't feel good. It felt discouraging and frustrating. So this time I'm trying to build a weight training routine that is built for nobody but myself and sort of retrain my mindset to focus less on short-term goals and more on long-term habits. With my focus simply on my own progress and consistency, I really started to enjoy the habit of training regularly.
You are a well-oiled machine, dude. You've been super consistent. Awesome job with everything. What do they say? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I think it is.
I could see my lifts improving over time, and I really started to enjoy the process.
A huge part of being consistent comes from having accountability with my trainer Max, which brings me to the sponsor of this video, Copilot. Copilot is a one-on-one coaching experience that pairs you with a personal trainer that can help you achieve your goals in fitness and in nutrition. When I started with Copilot, they paired me with my trainer Max, who has been amazing in setting me up with workouts that not only push me, but are still doable and enjoyable. And each workout gets logged through the Copilot app, which is available on both iOS and Android, and a full breakdown is available for you and your coach to review after each training session. Working with Max so closely has helped me with accountability and encouragement on days where I really don't feel like working out. And on the other side of things, has me excited to share and discuss my progress on days where I'm really stoked on how things are going. And I know this is a sponsorship and it may feel like I have to say nice things, but I really do feel like Copilot has been one of, if not the biggest factor in helping me be more consistent with my fitness this year. No matter what level you're starting at, I really think Copilot is the perfect partner to help you form healthy habits around fitness and nutrition. So if you're interested in giving Copilot a try, you can click the link down in the description. That also comes with a 14-day free trial, so definitely hit that up and give it a try. There's no risk involved, and I just hope you guys can find as much value in it as I have. Now, back to my training. With my workouts going well and the scale still going up,
Let's go.
it really starts to feel like I'm in a groove with my training and I'm having no problems meeting my surplus throughout the day.
This is officially the heaviest I have ever been. I am 171 pounds. Bruh. I've been so diligent with trying to get in my calories and protein and continuing to work out. And so just like seeing that scale continue to rise just feels so good.
However, with the goal of putting on weight, it feels like it gets easier and easier to justify high-calorie foods until my 20% surplus becomes a 30% surplus, and on some days, even higher. Until finally I realize I may have gone a little overboard with my bulk. 177.
Oh my gosh. I've never been that heavy in my entire life.
So it is kind of funny how much weight I've put on, but on the other hand, I'm really frustrated at how much fat that I've put on during this process, because I really thought that I was being disciplined with everything, and I thought I was really on it. And looking back at footage now, I'm just kind of blown away that I didn't really notice how much excess fat I was putting on in this process, and I'm just kind of, just a bit mad at myself. But frustrating day. And that frustration carried into my workouts.
What's going on, man? What you thinking?
Just feeling like a little bit discouraged, to be honest. Just feels like I'm not seeing as much progress as I want to, or as fast as I would like to.
It takes a long time. And a lot of, habit, I'd say. More than even necessarily hard work. It's just repetition.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like I'm working out all the time. I'm eating healthy, very protein heavy stuff. I don't know. Maybe I just need to I don't know.
In the past, this would have been the point where I give up. But my goal was to actually commit to better habits rather than a finished result, and I knew I had to keep going. I put my bulk on hold so I could work on getting back to a healthy weight, and to do that, I decided to do the one thing I swore I would never do.
I've been waiting for this moment.
I asked for my brother's advice.
We're kind of hardwired to look at data and be like, oh, I'm making progress, I'm improving, I'm getting heavier. The reality is you're generally, on average, only gonna put on about 2 pounds of muscle a month as a new lifter. If you're gaining 5 or 6 pounds, a lot of that is just gonna be fat. If you just start trying to drop weight really quickly, you're gonna burn a lot of fat, which is good, but you're gonna lose a lot of those gains that you've been working for. So generally, I would say you wanna target maybe losing a pound, a half pound a week. And because of how quickly that weight gain has come on and how high your percentage of body fat is right now, you can probably burn that while still making some incremental improvement with your muscle gain.
With Brennan's advice, I decided to target a slight calorie deficit with high protein meals going forward, with the hope that I can continue building muscle while also burning fat. Though I'll definitely admit switching from a calorie surplus back to eating at a deficit definitely took some getting used to.
Walking is one of the easiest things that we can do. So if you can just get 8,000 steps, 10,000 steps, something like that, if you could just get on your feet more, that's going to really help with this.
After explaining my situation to Max, he recommends I incorporate low intensive cardio into my training, starting with 30 minutes of walking each day.
Let's get you walking, let's get you strength training, and then let's pay attention to nutrition a little bit. But
I think if you do those things, that'll get you to where you want to go.
Pretty much as soon as I asked for help, I started to see gradual progress with my fat loss, losing weight at an average of 1 to 2 pounds per week. And the more active I got, the more progress I saw. I also tried Chris Bumstead's shredding routine for a week, and I saw a giant drop in my weight. But as many of you assured me, this drop was mostly water weight. So I guess that's encouraging. And as things progressed and I got used to training in a calorie deficit, working out actually began to be fun again.
So today it has officially been 6 months since I started this journey, and here is where I'm at now. I am 12 pounds heavier than when I started this goal, and my body fat in 18 to 20% range, which is more fat than I was hoping, but still a much better place than where I was 6 weeks ago. And more importantly than numbers on a scale, I've been consistent with my training for over half a year now. I've gotten stronger and hopefully learned from my mistakes without getting discouraged or giving up. Going forward, I am excited to keep training and improving, and even though I don't have the flawless physique of other fitness YouTubers, I am satisfied knowing that I'm building habits that will keep me active and healthy for the rest of my life. And as long as that's where I'm keeping my focus, I think I'll be alright. Thanks again to Copilot for sponsoring this video, and to Max, my trainer, for helping so much, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.